everyone. I'm happy to be here today with Maya Foster. Hi, Maya.
Hi, nice to see you.
It's great to see you. I'm so grateful to all of you who are working on AC Votes. And Maya, you're a sophomore this year.
I am, yes.
Maya is on campus this semester and from Oakland, California. And she is the liaison between the Black Student Union and AC Votes. Maya, my first question for you, given that I just filled out my ballot this morning and I'm getting ready to send it in, what about people, unlike me, who have state-specific questions, who are either not in Massachusetts right now, not on our campus, or those who are as well?
So state-specific questions are very interesting because they vary so much state to state that we kind of created this system, the Regional Representative Program, where we've made it pretty easy for you to reach out to representatives from your individual state to try to figure out these like regionally based questions. So I guess the easiest place to find us is amherst.edu/go/AC votes. They're happy to answer any questions that you have about specific states. And they're very helpful because they live there, generally speaking, and have a lot of information about the specific kind of guidelines and like deadlines and all of the necessities for like voting by your specific state. If you have your ballot and you're on campus, AC Votes is tabling outside of Keefe and Val on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. And so they have basically all of the information that you might need on returning your ballot. So if you need stamps and envelopes, we have both of those at the table, kind of ready for sending back. And then also any information that you would need, people are there live to help you. And then we also have I voted stickers. So if you send your ballot back in and you want a sticker and they didn't give you one, AC Votes can happily provide that for you.
So Maya, how do you think the campaign is going? Is there any way of knowing right now how many students, Amherst students, are listening in, are requesting ballots, are using the services?
We've been seeing a lot of really, really good engagement. A lot of people have been asking questions. We've had a lot of people stop by the AC Votes table. We're kind of out there bothering people, trying to make sure that everyone is registered, everyone has their ballots. And now kind of focusing on making sure everyone's returning those ballots that they got mailed to them on campus. Things are looking really good and we're really excited about that.
Great. Now you're the liaison from BSU to AC Votes, and I'm wondering what are you doing to up the outreach to students of color, students from groups that have been historically underrepresented or really subject to systemic forms of discrimination and oppression. How do you get people enthusiastic, young people from such groups enthusiastic about voting?
Yeah, so this is a really hard topic, right? Because voter suppression is so kind of rampant in our system. And there are a lot of kind of forces at play trying to keep young people, especially young voters of color, from voting and from going out to the polls. And so AC Votes, in large part, kind of exists to try to help voters jump through those hoops. We're partnering with affinity groups. So I'm the BSU liaison, but we have also some representatives from other big affinity groups on campus, like La Causa and ASA. For example, like at every BSU meeting, I go in and I say, hey, I'm an AC Votes representative. If you need any help with anything voting related, let me know. And people have responded really well to that. And I've gotten kind of a lot of really good feedback and a lot of really interesting questions from BSU members.
Well, I can't think of a better use of time and energy than getting out the vote. And I really appreciate everything you and everyone else at AC Votes is doing. Is there anything else you would like to add? Anything else you think it's important for Amherst College students, actually staff and faculty as well, to hear right now?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of emphasis on the presidential election, and obviously that is incredibly important. And I urge everyone who can to go vote for the candidate that they prefer. But I also think that it's really important that we kind of are emphasizing the importance of voting down ballot and local elections, because I think there's a lot of kind of disillusionment with the system, and a lot of people are very disappointed by the options that the presidential election is kind of offering this year. But I think that if we can focus on voting as not only kind of a federal process, but also a very local process that directly impacts your peers, students in your state, your parents potentially who are living there still. Local elections are really, really important, and we really want to emphasize that, making sure that your voice is not only heard on a national scale, but also on a very local scale.
Thank you so much for all you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. It's very exciting to be doing this work, and it's really nice to have chances to be able to amplify it and maybe reach a few more people.
Let's reach everyone.
That's the hope.